Hi everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Medway Wrestle. Today we have the Ultimate Edition Razor Ramon. We're going to get this unboxed, have a look at the figure, have a look at the box there, side on. Nice picture of classic Razor. And there's the back there, back in the classic days, the new gen era. There he is with the Intercontinental title. There's no spill on the back of the box. Sometimes you get this kind of tells you where it's from, or a bit of a write up about what it is, where this picture's from, or what event, or something to do with the history. There is nothing on the back of this one, although it is the greatest hits it's got there. So this is one of the greatest hits versions. Doesn't say it anywhere else though on the box. So let's get this open and see what the figure's like inside. So there's a close-up look of him without the box in the way. Couple of different head scans there. It's a nice Intercontinental title, quite a few different hand options. You got the thumbs pointing, the hands out, closed fists and the open fist there. And he comes with the chain. Let's get him out. So straight out of the box, as you can see, there he is with all his accessories. This is a nice Razor figure. First time I've seen an Ultimate Edition of Razor Ramon, out of the box anyway. He's got the usual Ultimate Edition articulation. You've got the butterfly shoulder joints there. You've got the pivot toes, and then the ab crunch there, and then the other stuff is what you would get from an Elite anyway. So everything should come away easy. His arms to put the vest on, so these arms should just pop off nice and easy. He says, there we go, there's one. And there's two. Makes it very easy to get the clothing on when the arms just pop off like that. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. Well, there we go, there he is with the jacket. Don't think he wore green a lot. It's not one of the colours that I remember the most from him, but it's a great addition to have. I think there's been another 2 Ultimates in the Razor Ramon. We've had the purple, and then we've had the I think it was like a black and yellow and red style there. Let's have a look at the back of his jacket. We've got the Razor Ramon on there. So head sculpt wise, just have a closer look at those. We've got a happy one and we've got an angry one. So this is more, I'd say, from his heel persona days. And then you've got him being nice and happy for the fans as a face. And he's kind of a bit of either with the head scan that he comes with on. Then we've got the Intercontinental title. It hasn't got his name on, and this is before the days of having side plates and all that kind of stuff. I think traditionally, they maybe used to have the name on. Maybe that was a bit of a later time, but that's just the usual Intercontinental title from Mattel. Which will go round, give him that look of the champion. But all in all, a nice little figure from Mattel. Definitely one to add to the website. This one will be going up in due time. So if you're after an Ultimate Edition Razor, check it out. He'll be available to buy. I may even put him, as I go through my accessories, I had one of these lineabouts. Let's see what he looks like with the purple vest on, for the purposes of science. There we go, we can leave one of the arms on maybe. Make it a quicker little route down there. Maybe it's easy just taking it off. And there we go. Green and purple could work as a little colour duo. Although this jacket doesn't seem to fit on. So we've answered that question. That is not going over. Just that bit smaller. So if we hold them up, It doesn't look smaller, does it? What am I doing wrong? Let's take his head off. Aha, so the holes are not bigger on there. And this jacket is not wanting to go on, so this might only fit an elite figure. We may have the answer to that. Let's try his angry head sculpt. This is how I remember Razor Ramon, as the angry heel. First time really I saw him was the build up to Survivor Series, kind of when he came in, but I remember seeing the build up to Survivor Series, but the event I saw before then was actually the Royal Rumble 93. I saw that before the Survivor Series 92 event. So the first time actually seeing him in action was against Bret Hart at the Royal Rumble 1993, which if I remember correctly is when he was in his yellow attire, but maybe wrong. I know Bret was wearing all pink, I do remember that. So, but overall a great Razor figure, definitely one to add to your collection. And like I said, he'll be up on the website. Have fun everyone, see you later, goodbye.